We're nearing the end. Let's make sure we can also delete cart items now. For this, I'll first of all get rid of that code I previously had for updating the cart. We outsourced this into our cart model for now. And now let's work on the post cart delete product action here in the shop controller. I of course want to be able to delete items from the cart. And to delete items from the cart, the user model is again a great place to work on. There I'll add a new method, delete item from cart. The name is up to you. And I only need the product ID here to remove the entire product from the cart. With that ID passed, we can create a new constant, updated cart items. And first of all, copy all existing cart items, again with this spread operator. However, we can even take an easier route and just use this cart items and then the built-in filter method. This is again a method provided by vanilla JavaScript. Filter allows us to define a criterion on how we want to filter the elements in that array. So in this case, the elements in the items array. And then it will return a new array with all the filtered items. So all the items that make it through the filter. The filter is a function here, which runs on every item. And then we return true if we want to keep the item in the new array, or false if we want to get rid of it. Now, I want to keep all items except for the item which we're deleting. So I will look into each item, and these cart items are objects of the structure we define up here. They are object with a product ID and a quantity. So I'm looking for the product ID now. Down there, I'm looking for the product ID. And if that is equal to the product ID I'm getting here, then I know this is the element I want to remove. So I'll check for the opposite. Because remember, I return true here if I want to keep the item, so I want to return false if I want to get rid of it. So this should return false if I want to get rid of it. And I want to get rid of it for this condition. As before, with toString, we can guarantee we're working with the right type of data here. And now we have the updated cart items, which we just need to save back to our cart and therefore to the database, because this already are the cart items with the one item we wanted to get rid of removed. So I can simply copy my code from up there where I update the database like this. And when I say updated cart here, well, I simply mean I want to assign this to an object with an items property because that is what our cart has, right? We have items in there. And items is equal to our updated cart items. And that is it. This now will update the cart to have all cart items except for the one we deleted. So back in the shop.js controller, here, I don't need to call getCart. Instead, on the user, I can call my new method deleteItemFromCart, which we just added. We can call that here and pass the product ID as an argument. And then we can get rid of all that code and simply redirect once we're done. So let's see if that works. If we now save this, let's go to the routes and add this post route for deleting cart items. Reload this page here, and let's delete the second item. And this is looking good. It's gone here. No errors here, so this is looking good. And if I update this in Compass, we see that for this user, we indeed, well, obviously only have the other items. So this worked, and that is how we can delete cart items with ease.